This problem is a great example of why we write things down. This is so hard to do in your head, this problem, but it's going to be so easy when we write a few things down and draw ourselves a picture. So I want to point out we're given some information, right? We have a couple of positive integers, that means whole numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're positive. And then some conditions on those integers, these right here. And this is the part where it really gets insane if you're trying to keep this all in your head and do it mentally. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to write it down on a line. Remember our good old number lines? Let's just put the number D, I don't know, right there. There's D. It's some number. I don't know what it is. But I do know it's greater than E. So I'm going to put E over here. Okay, that's just using this information right there. And what else do I know? I know B is greater than H. And I know D is less than H. Okay, so let's use this information first because I already know where D is on my number line. Okay, let's use this guy right here. D is less than H. Well, that means H is going to be over here. And if B is greater than H, that means B is over here. Okay, so now I have taken all of this information and put it on a number line. And this thing's going to be easy to solve now. Let's see what we can do. Is B less than D? I'm starting at the bottom here. That is clearly not true. So I can rule that out. How about, and I'm going from the bottom up here. What about H plus D? Okay, H plus D, is that greater than B? Well, maybe it is, or maybe it isn't. I don't know, maybe B is 100 miles to the right, and D plus H would not be greater than B. So I don't know if that's true or not. Well, what about this next one? B minus E is less than H. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. I don't know. You can make up some numbers if you like. That might help you along. But I don't see why this number, B, minus this number, needs to be greater than or less than this one. I just don't see what conclusions I can make there. Because what we're talking about when we say B minus E is the distance between them. How about this one? 2H is greater than B plus E. Well, 2H greater than B plus E. I don't know if that's true. And I'll give you an example. What if B were 100 and H were 7, then we had 6, then we had 5. Okay, 2H would not be greater than 100 plus 5, right? So I've got a bunch of things here, and I don't know if they're true or not, even though I know the order of the numbers on this line. And now the first thing, B minus E greater than D minus H. B minus E is greater than D minus H. Well, if you take a look at our number line, D minus H is negative. And furthermore, B minus E is positive. So that checks out. B minus E is greater than D minus H simply because positive numbers are bigger than negative numbers. Okay, so this right here is our true value. This must be true. The other ones, maybe they're true, maybe they're not. And only one of these things could I say completely false.